Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're at least doing better than I am. And I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm really tough. But good lord, I had a bad weekend. And I just woke up from a nap. So I'm real sleepy. And I'll probably continue to be sleepy. Because I got meds in me that make me sleepy. It's a cozy night. Let's buckle in for a cozy night. Yeah, I got those peepee meds. I got this peepee stuff. I have it's the stuff I got makes me sleepy and also make my tummy hurt. Make me nauseous, but I also have stuff to help with the nausea. They don't really care if you're sleepy. They think I should sleep anyways, you know? Sleep is good. Sleep is you rest. They're not gonna give you meds to make you not sleepy. Just drink coffee. But it's like I should just be sleeping. I can't believe I went to work today. I was at the hospital twice this weekend. One of the times overnight. And I still went to work today. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. So many meds are just like can't be fucked up if you're speep. Yeah, that's like they figured that out 100 years ago when they were giving whiskey to babies for like coughs. Like, do you know how we fix the baby from coughing? We give it alcohol. Have you tried cocaine? Oh my god. Hello. Hi, small meat. Hi, small meat. It's fun. I thought about that a lot this weekend because I was in. Okay, like, you know, I have a trigger warning on this stream that I'm gonna be talking about my terrible, no good, very bad weekend, and trigger warning for people who are uncomfortable talking about medical stuff. I honestly, like, I had a pretty good experience at the hospital, but it goes without saying that I was in the first worst and second worst pain of my life over the weekend. And they gave me a lot of morphine. So, and like they never want to give you morphine. But when they gave it to me, I was like, in like 100 years, they're gonna be like, why the fuck do we give this to people? You know? This song is too loud for me right now. The levels on this album are all over the place. Yeah, so I just feel like in 50 years people gonna be like, why the fuck did they give any people this medication? It's bad. They got me on some crazy fucking stuff. I'm trying to avoid taking it as much as I can. But I get really scared because to have serious pain 2 days in a row was really scary. Because then you get to the third day and you're like waiting for the ball to drop. You're like waiting for it to get worse. But it didn't get worse. But I also like took a preemptive Percocet. So I made sure it didn't get worse. You just can't do that every day or you'll end up really fucking your body up. But today I just had some strong ibuprofen and I'm doing pretty okay. And you know, and I got work done. I went to work today. My main reasoning for going to work today was I needed to like put the wheels in motion of requesting medical leave and doing all that stuff. That and I like skipped out of work early last week, and so I kind of felt obligated to talk to my team and be like, Hi, I'm really sick. Hi. Please be patient with me. I'm sick. And yeah, yes, God gives his silliest battles to his funniest clowns. It's so true, bestie. That's so true. I'm gonna play Minesweeper. I wanna play Minesweeper while we talk. So, like, it was rough. It was a rough time. I told my work, and they're very understanding. I have an office job, so, like, things are a bit easier because of that. There's, like, stuff in place to take time off. There are laws against them firing me for having this kind of problem. And I'm thankful for those laws being in place. But I also have a pretty okay, like, my show, my work is pretty demanding, but my team is very understanding. So, when I told them today, I was like, I can barely keep my eyes open. They were like, please go lay down. Like, okay, thank you. So, yeah. To give a little bit of, information on just what the fuck is happening with me. I'd said it on Twitter, a little bit, but it's kind of hard to explain in just, like, a couple of characters on twitter.com. The hottest bitches have IBS or chronic pain. It's so true. It's so true, bestie. It's not IBS for me. It is tummy troubles, but it's not IBS. It's endometriosis and her ugly, hairy friend. It's endometrial cysts and dermoid cysts, or teratomas. So, my body likes to grow these really fucked up creatures, and they get really fucking big. And they get really big really fast. The one I have right now, that's the real problem child. It's the monster factory in me. Yeah. It's bad. The one I have right now, its largest, like, span is 13 centimeters, which is, like, between, like, 5 and 6 inches large. And that's just like sitting in there. It's fucking big. My body is Elden Ring. It's true. It's true. It's a monster factory. Oh, Marcy, stop drinking soda in bed. You and me both, actually. Me and you both. We can have a little treat. We can have a little treat being bedridden bitches. Hope I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good today. And I didn't have to take any. I'm feeling good enough to stream, and that actually means a lot. Oh no! Oh no! They deep fried me. Deep fry therapy. Thank you, Meat. Thank you. I feel better already. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I got big lumps in my body, and they gotta get them out. And it was funny because my boss today was like, "Oh, BZ, I hope you don't have to get surgery." And I was like, I just, like, looked with, like, wide eyes, like, oh, it's not like an if. It's not an if. These bitches don't leave on their own accord. You have to kick them out. And I've done it once before, so it's, like, not totally new to me. And that's why I think I'm pretty cool about it, comparatively. But this is my second rodeo. It's not my first rodeo, it's my second one. So I kind of know how it goes. And it's a rodeo I wish I didn't have to ride. But sometimes that's your lot in life, is that you get chronic pain. At the ripe age of 27. You know how fevers exist? I hope your body will deep fry diseases before it kills you? That's deep fried therapy. That makes sense. It all checks out. The math checks out. Damn, bitch, some 5 to 6 inch bitch in your body just vibing, not paying rent? Yeah, bitch, if I got, like, 5 or 6 inches in me, it better fucking feel good. Like... I'm sorry. You should have 5 to 6 inches in me. Yeah. Oh, the fucked up thing is they're double teaming too, because it's like not just one. They don't know what, like, who the culprit is, if it's Miss Endometriosis or if it's her hairy cousin. But both have like a pretty high chance of like recurrence. So my theory is that I have one of each, and that they're in the same fucking place as before. And this is a bit of a yucky tidbit.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
This is a bit of a yucky tidbit, but my fucking surgeon, right? So it's the surgeon that I had for my first rodeo. It's the same surgeon. He's very popular. So popular that it's a fucking pain in the ass because he's impossible to make an appointment with. Like the next appointment they have available is in July. So I'm on call. At any fucking second, I could get a fucking call and they're gonna be like, stop eating right now. You have surgery tomorrow. Like, I'm on call. Because they want to see me as soon as possible, but they're so fucking booked that it's hard. But that surgeon of mine, who's very popular, he calls me Blondie. I'm not blonde. But the fucked up hair cyst, like the fucked up hairballs that my body likes to generate of its own free will, they're blonde, and they're apparently not normally blonde. So that's how my surgeon remembers me, is I am the fucked up weirdo who has the blonde ones. So he calls me Blondie. Blonde bitches? Yeah, can I get actually 0 more of these blonde bitches? I don't want any of them anymore. But I think that also with the surgery, he was really cool because I've been in a lot of pain with this, and I'm somebody who's always been really afraid of just like the concept of pregnancy. I like just it absolutely terrifies me, and I would much rather like give a child a new home through adoption than like become a pregnant person. So I was like, the whole time I'm dealing with this, I'm like, can someone please take my uterus away? She's really mean to me, and I don't want to hang out with her anymore. I don't want to hang out with her. I've never liked her. So my doctor like asked me, was like, well, how do you feel about like fertility? And I was like, I don't give a shit. Absolute 0. I don't, like, please. So the first time I had this issue was 2 years ago. I had surgery 2 years ago, and these bitches are back already. 2 years. They came back again. That's way too fucking soon. We need to do something about this, doc. And so he's like, well, I could take your fallopian tubes away. I was like, take them. I don't fucking want them. And I'm very thrilled at that prospect. I don't want those bitches anymore. So hopefully that will help. That feels to me like something that is a bit more severe of a solution than just like having to like forcibly remove these bitches every 2 years. And I don't know, I just really liked myself liked the idea of becoming a sexless being. I wanna be sterile and feral. I don't wanna be submissive and breedable. You'll never catch me being submissive and breedable again! So. That's where I'm at. That's my silver lining on that sort of situation. But I just really hope that I can get surgery before July. And that I don't find myself in the same pain that I was in over the weekend. They were really worried that it was an appendix problem. Which, like, based on, like, all the signs I was exhibiting, I understand why they thought it was an appendix problem. I just had, like, medical history, and I was just like, I know these bitches by name. I know them. I know who is causing the fucking stink right now. And her name is not Miss Appendix. But I did do my very first CAT scan to make sure that to make sure it wasn't my appendix. Because if it was my appendix, then I would be sent, I would want to be surgerized, you know? And also, just put everybody's minds at ease. We'll just, you know, do a CAT scan. CAT scans are fucking weird. CAT scans are weird as hell. This is like some Star Trek shit. And it was like, I said that at whatever, like midnight that I was in the room getting my CAT scan. I told the CAT scan operator, I was like, this is cool. This is some Star Trek shit. Me! Submissive and breedable, sterile and feral, finally dominant and Slavan. You guys are making my night. Thank you so much for making me laugh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Yummy treat. Lux brought me a yummy treat. Ooh. I'm not gonna eat it right away, but I do got a yummy treat in front of me now. So, like, I had a CAT scan. The doctor, the person I had operating the CAT scan was so funny. He was like, he was this guy who, it was this African guy, and I don't know enough about, like, African countries to, like, say specifically where in Africa he might have been from, but he had, like, an African name that I can't remember because it was midnight, and he had a thick accent. And he was just, like, the most, like, charming and affable man that I've, like, met in a long time. And he was so funny. He was teaching me all about how CAT scans work. And he was like, listen, your body's gonna feel all warm. That's normal. You're gonna feel a metallic taste in your mouth. That's normal. You're gonna feel like you're peeing the bed. That's normal. Don't yell at me that you're peeing the bed, because you're not. It was just so funny. All of those things are true. CAT scans are really weird. And like they put iodine in your blood or something to make it glow. He's like, don't ask me to turn off the light to see your blood glow. It don't work like that. It was so good. I'll remember it. I'll remember that for a long time. And I'm just do you want me to pee? Oh my goodness. But yeah. It was crazy. I actually, like, once it, like, switched over to the night shift at that hospital, everybody was so nice to me. Everybody was so nice. And they gave me extra socks. I got extra hospital socks to add to my collection. Funny little socks with the little grips on the bottom. And I also had my first experience staying overnight at a hospital. And that was fine. They fucked up though, cause they fed me breakfast, and I wasn't supposed to eat breakfast. And because I ate breakfast, I couldn't get emergency surgery. Those bitches. Those motherfuckers. They fucked it up. I wouldn't be talking right now because I would have gotten surgery. But then I wouldn't have to wait till fucking July. But it's okay. I already, you know. I got angry about it yesterday. I'm not angry today. And my surgeon came in and he was like, I was like, I feel guilty. I feel guilty for eating my hospital pancakes because no one can give my surgery. He's like, why do you feel guilty? You made my day a lot easier. I was like, fuck you. It's like, fuck you. Now you get to go home. But I roll with the punches pretty well. No! Except when I don't and I lose in Minesweeper. Wait, new game. Yeah, so how the wild time. And I was expecting this to happen, but I was expecting that, like, I would have an actual date set up and not go through all of this shit so quickly. But whatever it takes to get these blonde bitches out. That's what I say. Yeah. And I'm honestly looking forward to a little bit of time off from work. And I said that to my doctor. I was like, doctor, if I'm doing this surgery, like, what's the recovery time look like? There's two different kinds of surgery they could do. There's, like, one that's, like, less invasive than the other. And if they do the one that's less invasive, which is what I had last time, he's like, oh, you could be, like, a couple days to, like, a week. And I was like, can it be more? I'm so tired. And it definitely took me longer than a week to recover when I had the surgery before. And the other kind that's more difficult, it takes a couple weeks. I definitely know that I would need time off from stream whenever that happens, just because it is like abdominal surgery, so it's harder to sit upright for extended periods of time. Yeah, it's crazy when you get abdominal surgery that, at least with the, like, less invasive one, they put like gas in your tummy so they can work better, they can see better, and it makes your shoulders hurt like hell. It hurts so fucking bad. And it's like, why would your shoulders hurt? Like, that's nowhere near where they're, like, operating. It's because you've got, like, nerves in your abdomen that connect up to your shoulders, and they're, like, affected by that more than the abdomen. And no matter what, like, the pain medication you take, it's gonna hurt. The only thing that helps is, like, walking around and getting that bloated air out of your system. That's the worst part. Honest to God, of that kind of surgery, that's the worst part, is that, like, shoulder pain. Yeah. I think I covered most of the stuff that was bugging me. Oh, the thing that was, kind of crazy about it was, like, let's do Sudoku. Oh, this is the easy one. I'll do the easy one. Even with the candidates on, I don't care. I'll cheat. I'll be cheap. When I had my first thing of pain, it was on Friday at 5 o'clock. You learned that when you got medically stabbed in the liver? Ugh. Ugh. Ouchie. I'm sorry to hear that, meat. My pain started at like 5 o'clock on a Friday, which is like great, you know, when you have a surgeon that works like 9 to 5 on weekdays. Just so helpful. Just have all of your pain on the weekend. That's, you know, when they can't contact your main like source of doctor communication. But my pain started at like 5 on Friday, and they discharged me after like my pain was handled. And then very next day I was totally normal all morning. I went and I got some good food and like I had sushi with my friends, and I had a really nice time, and I was just sort of like talking about all of the shit that went down the day before. And then that scared me. I was talking to my friends, and then just like 5 o'clock on Saturday hit again. And I was like, oh my god, like I am in the same fucking pain. And it was like, it was 10 out of 10 pain. So when you have pain, if you don't know a lot about sort of like going to the hospital, good for you, first of all. That was me up until 2019. So, you know, good for you if you've never had to go to the hospital for this kind of stuff. But they make you rate your scale on like a 0 to, like a 1 to 10 on how difficult your pain is and like how bad it hurts. And during my first rodeo, I was like, oh, well, my pain is definitely not like a 10 out of 10, because a 10 out of 10 has to be reserved for people who like broke their bones and shit, right? Like, or people who are like giving birth and like having like really difficult, visibly painful situations, right? It can't be me. This time, I immediately was like, hello, yes, my pain is 10 out of 10. This is the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. It was like a constant stabbing. It's what it felt like. It's just like there's a goblin. There's a creature at goblin height that is just stabbing you repeatedly in the abdomen, and it won't fucking stop. And it was so bad that I was nauseous. Like, I was incredibly nauseous, and that was not a problem so much when it was my first rodeo. And this time I was like, oh, like, that is bad. Like, if I'm feeling nauseous because of how much pain I'm in, if I'm worried that I'm gonna pass out because of how bad my pain is, this is the 10 out of 10. The only problem with that is that it's not like a visible problem. I was not bleeding externally or internally. My organs are not at risk. And it's not like a heart problem or a brain problem, so I still had to wait like 2 hours to be admitted. And I'm sitting in the waiting room like throwing up into a funny little bag. So I'm just in a ton of pain. It was so bad. It was gross. I was like, my seat was just like slick with sweat. It was just like drenched. I was whimpering like a puppy in the rain. It was really, really, really bad. I was very worried that I was gonna pass out in the waiting room. I didn't. Then the pain, I was trying to remind myself the whole time that the pain would pass, and the pain did pass. I'm doing very well right now. But good lord, that was the worst pain I was ever in my life. So, you know, listen to your body, and if you're not very good at listening to your body, call your mom, which is what I did. I called my mom, and I was freaking out, and she could hear by the tone of my voice. She was like, I can't do anything for you. You need to go to a hospital. Like, okay, mommy. I go to hospital. And at least on the second day, I was able, like, I got there faster than I did on the first day because I saw the signs of what happened the day before, and I was like, we're not doing it again. Like, let's go. We're going. So it was bad. It was painful. But I'm doing better. I'm just really, every time it gets to about 5 o'clock, I get really concerned. I get very, very worried. I have happy hour PTSD. At least every other day you're a 10 out of 10 in the good way. Oh, Buck, thank you. Thank you. I've taken 4 minutes to solve the Sudoku puzzle. Yeah, so that was my terrible, no good, very bad weekend. I found sleeping in a hospital bed to be surprisingly comfortable. And like I was not as scared and lonely as I think I was expecting myself to be. But I also had a really good view. I had a very good view from my room, and that kind of put me at ease. And I had really good staff helping me. So that was nice. I wish I had a day. I wish I had a day scheduled to like look forward to. That like a light at the end of the tunnel. But I don't. I just have to cross my fingers that somebody cancels their appointment and they put me in. Put me in, coach!
Hello there.
Hello there. Thank you for the follow. I would not expect a follow at this at sort of this time, but I appreciate the company nonetheless. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Taking it easy. I'm definitely taking it easy tonight. This is definitely not a stream that I'm going to like stream until midnight. I'll pass out first. I'm not sleeping on stream. You're not gonna catch me sleeping on stream. But yeah. In good news, I had a cream puff over the weekend. It was very tasty. Oh, I watched all of Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Which if you don't know what Jim Henson's Creature Shop is, it's it was like a reality competition show. And I'm fairly sure they don't play it anywhere anymore. It's just like show. Okay, yeah, I guess the promo image for the show looked like this. Yeah. Here we go. And it's like they all competed with each other for like a spot working for Jim Henson's Creature Shop. And so it's just a bunch of puppeteers making cool shit. Bedtime stream when? I'll tell you what, after my surgery, we can have a post surgery party. And like a bedtime kind of stream. Like a proper sleepy time kind of day. But they made such fucking cool puppets on this show. Look at this thing. They made them on like 2 or 3 days, which is fucking insane. Like, look at this guy. This funny, crazy looking guy. Just like really crazy looking stuff. It was a really cool show. We binged it. We binged it entirely. I'm a little bit glad that I didn't have my emergency surgery because I didn't have my binge shows set up. I didn't have myself mentally prepared to like watch. You know? I was like, the only thing I have in my head that I want to watch a lot of is Columbo. But I'm supposed to watch that with my roommates. So, you know. I can't watch it all by myself. It's not fair. My mommy was also in the hospital for surgery recently. We're twinsies. We're twinsies, and she watched all of Bridgerton. But I don't really want to watch all of Bridgerton. Because I watched a lot of it, and I did like it, but I hear that it gets kind of fucked up, and I don't really want to watch. I don't want to watch it get fucked up. But we could do a funny sleepover stream where we watch, like sleepover movies and stuff. It'd be so funny to do like a hand cam kind of thing, where it's like, oh my gosh, let's paint our nails. Maybe I just end up playing, like I go to, they don't have like those Barbie flashlights anymore. Made your roommate some surgery so you can binge it at the hospital. Hey guys, you say that, but it's kind of funny because one of them is actually somewhere else because of surgery. So I'm just like, twinsies. Everybody, listen. 2022 has fucking sucked for like myself and a lot of people I know. So that's just, you know, that's just how it be. And you gotta roll with the punches. You gotta see the positive stuff. Like when I went to the hospital, and as soon as I had like pain medication in me and I could form a thought that was not ow, I made it my mission to make the night of all the staff a little bit brighter by being funny and making them laugh. And they all really like my Crocs. Because I came to the hospital wearing Crocs, and they thought my Crocs were so cute. Let me see if I can find a picture of my Crocs. I think they were the talk of the town. My tie-dye Crocs. Because you know, all the nurses, all the doctors at the hospital, they're all wearing Crocs. Every single one of them. None of these are the right color. Oh, here they are. Yes, these are the bitches. This is swag. This is swag incarnate, okay? Listen. These bad boys. I take them with me wherever I go. And by wherever, I mean if I need comfy shoes. Platform, pink and yellow, tie-dye, Crocs. They are the best. And I got more compliments on these shoes in the span of, you know, the 48 hours of hospital time than I have on any other pair of shoes in my life. You went to the hospital because you ate some peanut. Nurses started to play with your hair since it's so long and soft. Oh my god. That's sweet. That's very sweet. They were also sweet to me, and like they were giving me nice and warm blankets. And they gave me the extra socks. And it was just, you know, it was just really nice. I'm definitely, I think, because I'm somebody who's done minimum wage jobs a lot myself, and granted, nursing is not like a minimum wage job, but I still think for like the kind of work that those people are doing, especially now, you can barely put money on it at this point. Those people deserve to be paid more because it's just such intense work. You're in the middle of not tying and the nurse has been like, OMG! Your hair's so soft! That's like me with my surgeon being like, oh shit, you got weird little blonde cysts in you. What's up with that? And I'm like recovering from anesthesia, like, huh? What? I said you got blonde bitches. Huh? Okay. Can I have my pudding? Oh my goodness. What was even more fucked up was that while I was at the hospital, I met a coworker. Well, not a coworker that I had ever like met before, but I had like a company blanket that I got as like a Christmas present, like a holiday package present. And there was a person who was in the ER next to me, looked over, and they went, oh my god, do you work for this company? And I said, yeah, do you work for that company? And they were like, yeah, I recognize your blanket. And I was like, ah! That's so wacky! And I was able to, like, send them a message today to say hi. And that was just so funny. Lots of, like, silver linings on what was kind of a very difficult time for me. But I'm good at finding those. I try to be a very positive person. Hope the nurses didn't say the same thing when they put a camera up my butt. Damn. So long and soft. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second to take a bite out of this food that I got. If I start talking and you can't hear anything, just let me know. Wait. Motherfucker. This shit's got pepitas in it. That's what I was saying. It's tasty. It's tasty food. And I was saying I hate almonds. I hate... I forgot where my train of thought went. I was talking about how much I fucking hate almonds and how I love pepitas. I love how VTube Studio makes it look like I eat, like, so uncouth. That I don't close my mouth when I eat. I do! I promise you I do! This is really fucking good. Thank you, Lux. Thank you, Lux, for bringing me yummy food. Lux has been very helpful taking care of me while I've been infirmed. He's very cool. Didn't realize I was chewing, saw the mouth moving. You were like, oh shit, what happened to your audio? No. I muted myself. Because it's just crunchy sounds. I think it was like, these are like, it's from, like a Green Chef meal, I think. Oh, I think there's mango in this. I think that's why I like it. There's like little mango chunks. They're like little, it's like pork bowls with rice. It's really yummy. There's a lime in it too, but I don't need to put extra lime. Maybe a little extra lime. I don't know. Habit water too. It's important for me to eat. So I've been really careful to not eat like really big meals. Because I worry that if I have a really big meal, it'll like mess up my... Listen, I've got two giant masses just sitting at the bottom of my abdomen, and I feel like if I have too big of a meal, it's gonna like stir shit up. Like it's gonna get angry. So I've been having lots of little small meals through the day. But this is like the first like good meal that I had today. Today I've been eating like Eggo waffles. I I had Eggo waffles for lunch, and I had a couple of freezer corn dog nuggets as like an afternoon snack because I purposefully had like a small lunch. But this is a big deal for me, this meal. So thank you, Lux. Yeah. And I watched Jim Henson's Creature Shop. And really, that was like my whole weekend. And it's so sad. Because, guys, I just want to finish my rig. I was so excited Friday. I was like, yes, I'm like so far into it. I have to just sort of tidy up the arms and do like all these like just little tiny fixes, and we're gonna be done. We're gonna be done with it, and I could do it over the weekend when I have lots of free time. And oh, I got hit with the big hospital bat. And the world went no. You're gonna go to the hospital. Not once, twice. So, oh wait, you know what? Actually, mini crossword first. Can't do a big crossword. I'm so scatterbrained tonight, so forgive me. I'm not exactly a pro gamer tonight. I'm grandma. It's grandma night. Approximate length between your thumb tip and knuckle? What? I mean, is it inch? I mean, I don't think that's... I'm gonna guess that it's inch just because it's a 4-letter word. Renewable energy option. Probably solar. People bring a lot of baggage to it. I don't know what that could be. Football field divisions. Lines? I don't know. Condé Nast. They're the Bon Appetit bitches. Car ride game. I Spy! Nolan. Santa Clara. Hands. Take a breather. Rest. What? Oh. Why, Nads? Oh. Yards. Oh, I see what I did there. Right, regular crossword time. I don't like this crossword as much, but the dictionary crossword doesn't work on Firefox. So I'm just gonna do, this is the Washington Post crossword. Bart Simpson. Eat pant. I don't know. Spongy ball brand. Stephen Colbert device. Zoo inhabitant. Monkey. Let's change the settings to have the error checker on. No, it's not monkey! Wait, I saw one here. Bear and 2 constellation names. Ursa. I know that one. Barn. Barn. Corn units? Corn units? Small town parade street. I mean, I'm gonna guess that's just Maine. Maui. This has gotta be Manny. You gotta peep the Manny. Oh! That reminds me, I was gonna say that it'd be fun to do a sleepover stream where I could play like those like just girl games that are just like dress up games with all the dolls and stuff. A lot of those are broken now because you can't because they used to use Flash and Flash is broken now. But if I can find a like a site where they have like good dress-up games and sort of makeup games like that, I would love to do a little sleepover stream where we play stuff like that. That is so up my alley that you have like no idea. And you know, push come to shove, I could always just like pick up some Barbie titles and have fun with that. Eerie. One thing I've learned about crosswords is they love the word eerie. They love the word eerie. They love the word ecru. There's just like certain words that will like come up all the time. Boat, backbone, forensic DNA, TSA. Oh, taboo. I was taking a wild swing by putting the A there. I assumed it was gonna be, I assumed that it was just going to be a vowel. There's an entire market of dress-up games for modern game engines. Good. There should be. As long as they're not the fucked up ones where, like, Olaf needs heart surgery. Like, as, like, funny as that is, it's like, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, this is acid. Hollywood Award. Oscar. What is this? Split hairs. This is like, oh, like, oh no. Like, I don't know. Gotta be kidding. Oh, I am? I don't know. Elsa pregnant dentist appointment. Exactly, Perp knows exactly what I'm talking about. Love to do a stream of just playing the shitty Diamond Dozen.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
Oh my god! Hi, Rumi, thank you for the sub! Drink up, buddy! Oh man? Oh man is good, okay. Perp, you're so smart. This is why I do this with friends. Okay, I'm gonna not pause, but I'm gonna take another bite of my yummy crunchies. Rumi, how you been? Rumi, my life has been wild, so I'm gonna take a bite. Rumi, you're deep in the Elden Ring trenches. Deep. Oh, I was just taking a bite of my food. I muted myself so you don't have to hear my crunchies. Rumi, you're the reason you see my mouth open is just because VTube Studio likes to make it like look like I eat like an animal. Which like I am an animal, but like come on. I have not played Elden Ring. I've watched people play a little bit of Elden Ring. It looks too much for me. Too much for my sensibilities. I will enjoy my funny indie games. Oh, brain go brrr. I totally get that. That was me with Arceus. I was like, I can't even play this on stream. It was just like going crazy with it. Gotta go to bed now. Gonna lurk. You stream to sleep. Okay. Sleep well, me. I'll try to be quiet. I'll try not to scream. I don't think I'll have much to scream about tonight. Aside from what I screamed about earlier. But like Pokemon Legends Arceus hit that like brain go burr bit for me. If they had me hold up at the hospital any longer, I'm sure that like I would have completed my Pokedex. I'm very close to finishing like getting not top marks for everything, but getting like a complete Pokedex entry for everything. Genie. This is a genie. Catcher's glove. Mitt. Zoo and oh, this is just animal. Oh, Kit Kat bar slogan. I know what this. Give me a piece of that. Wait, give me a break is what it is. Give me a break of that Kit Kat bar. That's how it goes. How am I feeling? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay today. I'm definitely doing better today than I was doing yesterday. Every day actually has gotten a bit easier. Friday I was in a really rough time. Friday I was probably experiencing the worst pain of my life. And Saturday I was experiencing second worst pain of my life. And both of those days I went to the hospital. And they took care of me, and I've had a lot of morphine over the past, like, what is that, 72 hours? I guess it's more than 72 hours. But Sunday I didn't have to go to the hospital, and today I was feeling well enough to go to work. And, well, go to work. I work over Zoom, so I was able to, and I think I kind of intimidated my coworkers a little bit by doing that. And all of them were like, you should rest, and I was like, I'm okay with being to work. I need to talk to people about, you know, getting medical leave in the future, and just like do all of the adult things of what happens when you get sick and you have a job. The keel is what it's called. Oh. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. I appreciate when people are, you know, they're like, oh, sorry that you're in pain, and it sucks to be in a sucky situation. You gotta fix your insurance situation, TBH. You should fix your insurance situation. Make sure that you are squared away if you ever have, you know, if you ever come into, like, a dangerous medical situation. I'm very lucky that I have a cushy office job that I, like, I have to pay a lot for emergency room visits, but I'm not totally terrified of the idea of emergency surgery from a financial standpoint. Yours just ran out, you gotta ask your new job for it. Good luck. Good luck with that. But definitely get on it, because your health matters. Sleep aid brand. Am something. I don't know. Ultra competitive personality type A, that's me! That's me! I'm a type A bitch. I like to take fucking control. It's weird, but sometimes I feel like a type A introvert. I'm not very good at socialization, but I definitely am the loudest bitch in the room when I'm given the room. Window panes. I'm an inside person, but also, bad at using my inside voice. You don't know what the types are. I mean, it's really like people just say type A and type B. Type A just is like aggro, aggressive, and like confident and forward. It's just a kind of another weird way of saying like extroverted. I don't know. They're all like synonyms sort of each other. Yeah. Wish you could help with the insurance stuff. Used to work for Obamacare, so you're really good at it. Oh, jeez. Like, that's a skill and a half to have, because, fuck, dude. Like, insurance is confusing as hell, and it's like that intentionally. Couldn't qualify for the insurance at your old job despite being a manual labor job where you were smashed, hit by cars, and electrocuted. What the fuck, Buckhead? That sounds illegal as hell. I guess it depends on what, like, state you're living in and what kind of laws are like there, but I'm very lucky to live in the space above California, where I am like, if I'm unemployed, I can get coverage through the state for like a pretty okay price. And I know that because I was unemployed for a pretty long stint of time. Yeah, that's Steph, not you. Yeah, no, I wouldn't consider you to be a type A person. Just from like the vibe I picked up from being in around you and being in your streams and stuff like that. I come from a type A family. I come from a type A family where of the 5 of us, we're all type. So 4 out of the 5 are type A, and the one of us, my mommy, is type B. The rest of us are just fucking insane. You're a cart collector in Texas and you had faulty equipment, never got repaired when you warned them about it going bad. That's so scary. That's fucked up. I don't like that. I would be out of there. I've also just like quit jobs because they wouldn't let me dye my hair before. So, you know. But I also know that like in Texas and like places that are like big oil states, there's a lot of people who do really dangerous jobs on like oil rigs and stuff because it pays really well. I don't know a lot about that myself because I'm from New Jersey. They don't do like oil shit in New Jersey, but I've heard about that. Just like sort of the new coal miner kind of thing. Jobs that don't let you dye your hair are dumb. As absolutely agreed. It's 2022. Like, it's kind of outdated at this point. And I think there are definitely still some like old fogies out there who are uncomfortable around people with blue hair and pronouns, but it's just like it doesn't impact the job at all. It doesn't impact it at all. I remember when I worked in the Disney parks. My Bogos! Rumi, my Bogos! I need those! I remember when I worked in Disney World, which is a place that you can't dye your hair in Disney World. Or at least if you dye your hair, you have to dye it a natural color. And I remember I had a friend who had like a natural...
I look like I know what a JPEG is. I just want to...
I had a friend. Thank you for the deep fry bucket. I had a friend in Disney World that had a natural streak in her hair, like Claire Saffitz, on the Bon Appetit Claire Saffitz, or I think like Erin Hansen has that. Hi, Crash. Welcome on in, Crash. Piebald, yeah, Piebald. And she had that. And they made her dye her hair. It was her natural hair. But because it didn't look natural, they made her dye it. And I'm like, bitch. I would have pitched a fucking fit. I mean, it's always up to the manager with that kind of thing. Like, the person calling that shot is usually just like some kind of like anal retentive manager who is just like, you don't fit the Disney look. Walt Disney would be rolling in his grave. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That old man was racist too. Like, come on. I don't know. Like, I can be a little bit Disney adult on Maine, but I have a permit. I have a permit because I worked there, and like, I can distance myself from the quote unquote magic. And be like, these people don't get paid enough. They're being mistreated on so many levels. But also, I like the funny, positive magic and shit and pretty fireworks and fun rides. So, Walt Disney was racist and anti-Semitic. Who gives a shit what he would think? Yeah, and like, he made a couple of good movies, but also animation is far from a, like, one man's effort. And that's, I think, the thing that pisses me off the most about, like, sort of that, like, Disney adult glorification of Walt Disney, is they all think it's this one guy. And it's like, fuck no. Fuck that. There's so many people that went and did work, and he was just, like, the landlord of it, right? And he was, like, an idea guy to an extent, but there were so many people that were part of that were integral to the process, and so many people that were overlooked. There were, like, ink and paint girls that were horribly underpaid and mistreated that made, you know, so many movies look as beautiful as they are. And just so many unsung heroes who are most notably women and people of color. And it's, you know, not to get preachy, but, like, we should pay more respect to the other people on the IMDb page. Animation is a team effort. That's what makes it beautiful. Defunctland has great videos that talk about the people who worked at Disney. Yes, he does. He does. I mean, like, one of the big ones is the lady who designed, like, It's a Small World. It begins with an M. Small World. Mary Blair. That's her name. Mary Blair. What a fucking style. What a cool lady. This lady does get some credit for, like, creating really, really cool stuff. You know. Google Images. You know, like this whole style is just so... I was gonna just Google more, but I get terrified Googling. Mary Blair art. Her, like, concept art for Cinderella is just, like, gorgeous. So good. And, like, look how cute! Oh my god. I just absolutely adore it. Cinderella? Oh! Elon Musk of funny cartoons? Me! Me, you fucking said it! You fucking said it, me! Just love that the artist took advantage of Disney contracts during their work and just, here, you now have to legally own... You have to legally own porn I drew of your character. Have fun showing this off! Oh my goodness. Defunctland also had a really funny... I think it was Defunctland had a really funny video talking about, like, this absolutely insane rager that they all threw for the rap party of Snow White. I just am like, if I wanted to go back in time to view one moment in history, that is one of the moments in history I would love to watch. That sounds insane. It just sounds like an absolutely wild time. Go watch that video if you haven't. Also watch the Fast Pass video. The Fast Pass video hits like the fucking, like, just the neurons in my brain. The neurons in the back of my brain just right. Ooh, so good. I saw a comic. I'm not gonna be able to pull it up because it's on my other Discord. But it was like, ooh, I'll put on a Defunctland video while I work. And then the very next panel is them just, like, looking sternly with their hands folded, watching the video very intently. Like, I started watching those videos as background noise, but you can't. They're so well made. It's inspirational. So good. Payday 2 DLC rating the Disney porn vault. Dude, you have no idea. You have no idea. It's, like... Is it Hayao Miyazaki who also had, like, crazy mouse porn or something like that? It was some anime artist. Was it the guy who made Astro Boy? It might have been the guy who made Astro Boy. What's his name? I've been thinking Tezuka? Okay. That, like, just came into my mind just now because I've been, having my, like, monthly hyper-focus on Mouse World content. I love Mouse World stuff. He drew furry porn! Yay! Good for him! Yay! Old school. Old school, too. It's in the human nature. And listen, like, I know that I am, like, a furry character. I'm not, like, deep in the trenches with, like, the furry community. It's still very much, like, I'm on like the fringes of that. I've never like had a fur affinity account or like been involved in any of those communities at all. But I cannot deny that it is the human instinct to want to be a funny little animal. And if you disagree with me, you're lying to yourself. You don't want to be a funny little animal? What's wrong with you? Wouldn't you rather just be a little guy who can lay around in the sun with cute little ears? Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. You deserve better than that. So yeah. Your profile pic is a small chunky kobold. It is in human nature to want to be a funny little creature. A funny little creature. Don't tell me that that's not true. I like totally forgot about my crossword. You want to be a pretty girl, sad, pathetic little meow meow. Oh, me. You can be my little meow meow. Here, come here. I'm just gonna put you in this Pringles can. Okay? I'm gonna give you a good shake. Oh my goodness. This is some weird. Ghostbusters goo? Ghostbusters goo? Is it not called ectoplasm? Because this is not enough letters for that. That's not enough letters. Poggers. Tomato. I know what that is. A treat. Raggedy Doll Andy? Raggedy Andy. Ooh. Goo. It can't be goo. It's 5 letters. Goo. Bustin' makes me feel good. We're real horny tonight, aren't we? Jesus. Slime! Buck, you're so right. Like Slimer. To be quiet, guys. What made you text your loud and aggressive girlfriend? Someone has to tell the waiter I ordered no lettuce and it's not gonna be me. That's the thing for me, is I don't like to bother people with that kind of stuff myself, but if it's for somebody else, I am immediately like, he asked for no pickles? No pickles? That reminds me of another thing. As I was in the hospital, because they were worried they were gonna have to do surgery on me, they wouldn't let me have any water, which was very sad because I had thrown up. I threw up a bunch of times and my mouth tasted like throw up the whole night. And so I was just like begging them at every chance I could get, can I have icy chips? Please, miss, can I have some icy chips? I won't even eat it. Please have an icy chip. And they said no. They said no icy chip. None. None for me. And so I was telling Perp about everything that was going on. And wait, I have to send it to myself. I'm gonna disappear for a second. They made me something. They made me something beautiful. I have to share with the class. I meant to send it to myself before so I could just show it. There it is. Okay, I'm back. Dinosaur Perp is like, yes, show my meme. Perp is the best because Perp will hear me say something and like invent a meme, and then I like give her like 5 minutes and she'll make it. This was me. This was me during my entire hospital stay. No icy chips. No. Please. I love it. This is gonna like stay in my phone for the rest of my life, and my phone's gonna be like, do you remember? Do you remember this? And it's gonna be this Megamind image. No icy chips? It's very good. Thank you, Perp. Thank you, Perp, for always looking out for me and understanding my wicked sense of humor. By wicked, I mean, like, sickly and ill. My brain is just an enigma, and you understand it completely. Polo. This is like Dijon, right? Dijon. Usage? Stallone's boxer. I mean, is it Rocky? Rocky, I know Rocky. Clip-on. Clip-on tie. But yeah, goodness. You made a turnip Tori, and now Tori's obsessed with making a turnip Tori model? Oh, hell yeah. It's so sad, because, like, I have this idea in my head, like, I'm really excited about, like, stream ideas for the future, and just, like, doing cool stuff, and having, like, a re-debut with my new model, and just, like...
She's an imposter.
I'm not allowed to be serious at all in this fucking house. You guys don't let me be serious for any time. And it's just like, no, you're a small bean now. Oh my goodness. No, I appreciate it so much. I love being the funny bean. I just like I got really excited about doing doing my re-debut with my new model, and like adding another day to like my stream calendar. Like I want to actually stream on Saturdays. I'm thinking of having my game streams still on the Tuesdays and Mondays and Thursdays, and then streaming art and rigging on Saturday and doing like a long stream and doing that. But that's oh. You're seeing behind the curtain. My blanket is not long enough. My blanket is not long enough for all of me. Great. I can't resize everything properly. I'm tiny forever now. It's all fucked up. Why is it all fucked up? There, my blankie is fine now. I feel like I'm still a little short. There we go. That's better. But I want to stream on Saturdays, and I want to do cool stuff and make new outfits and do like tons of really fun stuff. And of course, like as soon as like I have those like big dreams, I get fucking kneecapped by medical shit, and it made me really sad. But
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Thank you, Boneyard Arcade. I just want to do fun stuff and make cool things, and I want to like make silly rigs and be a VTuber mama, and just like VTubing is this outlet for me that is so fun and creative, and I want to put more into it. And it's just like a matter of finding the time and energy, and that can be so hard. And I guess that's one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to this surgery, is I'll have a lot less chronic pain, or at the very least I'll have a lot less chronic pain until 2 years from now when they come back. Born to vibe, forced to surgery. Yeah. But yeah, like you said before, God gives his funniest battles to his silliest clowns. And you know, it's rough, but I like to think that I come out on top. And I come out a little bit tougher, and I come out with, like, a better outlook. I can be kind of a sarcastic person, but deep down, I see myself as, like, the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet. I'm a huge fucking bitch, but I'm full of love, and I want to share that love, like, out into the world. So I just need to get these blonde bitches away from me. What is this? What is this? Bald. I don't know what that word is. I thought it might be ball or something like that. But yeah. Not to be too, dreamy, I guess. I feel kind of, like, embarrassed getting a little bit dreamy like that on stream, but I don't know, I find it really exciting. I really like VTubing, and I want to do it more, and I want to be able to put more into it. Big cries and hugs. I'm trying my best not to cry myself. And I cry so easy, and I'm like, you idiot, don't make yourself cry. Don't make yourself cry on stream. Save that for, like, the games. Save for that for when you play sad games. Oh, thank you for the love. Thank you, thank you. I give you all kisses. I give you kisses. Mwah! 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 So many times you meet such nice people online, and you just feel like, why am I trapped in Texas where I can't hug you? I'm gonna send you that, that, like, work culture sending virtual hug gif. I send you that. I'm gonna send those funny gifs to you. Just virtual hugs. Virtual hugs. And don't let me forget. Don't let me forget, chat, okay? I'm holding you to it. I'm gonna set up my fucking throne. I'm gonna set up a fucking throne before I get my surgery, if I can help it. Unless I get my surgery unexpectedly, like, really soon, I'm gonna set up my throne. So, like, you know, if people are worried about me, they can help me in that way and send me some, I don't, bread. Send me some soup. Just some good soup for healing up. Because I keep forgetting to set up a throne, and I think it's really nice. I think it's a really nice sort of site that people have set up. Soup for my family. Yes, we all take care of each other. Oh, God. What's this? Olays. Olay. Oh, this is joke. Do some stand up. It's something jokes. Something joke. I don't know. What's this one? Come to your senses. I don't know how these are related. Why are they gray? What does that mean? Oh, I know what this word is. It's moist. Sending cat food. You say that, Meat? I need cat food. I actually do need cat food. I need to go and buy some more. You say that and it's so funny because I gave my little kitty cat her last batch of dry food today, and I'm transitioning her onto wet food now. That is purely because the other cats that I live with are total stinkers who, well, one of them is a total stinker who likes to steal from her. So if I think if I feed her wet food, and I feed both of them at the same time, it will combat the fact that he likes to steal from her. So I do actually need cat food. Stiff as a drink. I can't think of a word that ends in a G. Concert blasters. Bart Simpson. Boy. I watched when I was at the hospital. I watched an episode of The Simpsons. It wasn't very funny. But Bart Simpson was there and I enjoyed that. And then I changed the channel. I watched, Treehouse Masters. I don't have cable, right? So it's so weird going to somewhere where you're like going through the channels, and I especially have never had cable in California. So I'm like, I don't fucking know what channels are what here. Like, I don't know. I just watch Twitch streams. But I did remember watching Treehouse Masters like a long time ago. And it is a really lovely show where it's just this guy, he like builds tree houses for people. So it's like one of those kind of home building shows, but it's specialized into tree houses. And I just really like watching content that's people who are really passionate about their kind of work, and seeing this old man be like, this is the perfect tree. It just, I don't know, like, how do you not love that kind of stuff? He's just this guy. And he makes these, like, look at... I don't know if he made this one here or whatever. I think so, if that's what it is. Like, this stuff is way cooler than the other stuff that they put on, like, just those sort of home network channels where you get kind of that, like... A lot of them are kind of that gentrified, marble countertop type things. I just have no patience for it. I have no patience for it. If I owned a house, you would never catch me with marble countertops. I want pink shag carpet. I want, you know, floor to ceiling length mirrors with heart stickers all over it. I don't want it to be resellable. I want it to be my home. And so watching this is like, oh, cool tree houses. So that was nice. That was really, really nice. Water. Oh, thank you. I should drink my water. Thank you, thank you. Also, for you, Cottage Clown. Some of these, I'm like, I feel like I should know what these words are, but they're the end of the word, and it's much harder to... Never tried to out-stubborn... Chat. No. Oh, hourly charge rate. That makes sense. That's a word that makes sense. Oh, this is to work a bar... And that makes sense. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of like bartender stuff, and I don't drink well. I don't like make mixed drinks. But there's something fun about watching people do bartending for me. I really like it a lot. The Watcher channel with Ryan and Shane and their friends. They just started making a like a cocktail making series, and I fucking love it. It's so good. Most of those home renovation shows are like the cheapest work imaginable from what you heard. That wouldn't surprise me. Ends up costing people them way more money to fix the damage in the long run. Those fucking Property Brothers! They're not the best, but it beats watching infomercials in the waiting room. Not to bring the vibe down super severely, but I had to like go through the channels pretty significantly to find something that wasn't a news channel talking about like the wars in the world. Like, you know, the war in Ukraine. I mean, I'm not going to say that they're talking about different wars. They were specifically talking about that. And it's like, I'm in a hospital. I'm doing my best to recover. I want to try and think positively, and this is going to put me into a panic attack. So let's... And like, that's not good for my pain. So let's find something nice and calm and happy, like Treehouse Masters. The infomercials, sometimes they do be hitting. Sometimes they do. I never try to outstubborn a cat. Makes sense, actually. This is a scent. This is scent. That's what that is. Scent. Taxi alternatives. Ubers. Chicago Bulls organization. Are the Bulls? Is that basketball? I think, yeah, it's basketball. Got a baby bullet in the thrift store once. Dude. My brain immediately was like, a baby bullet? You mean the like a slap chop, like that kind of thing. Like, you mean a different kind of baby bullet. My brain immediately was like, you found a small gun projectile at the thrift store. I was like, oh my god. It's like, that shouldn't be there. I mean, I can imagine how you might find it there, but like, that shouldn't be there. And it reminded me of another Disney story. I had a friend who worked on, it was either like Space Mountain or Rock and Roller Coaster. Like, it was like one of the hard-hitting roller coasters at the parks. And I think it had to have been Space Mountain. And they said that, and listen, people who work at the parks bullshit people all the time for fun. So, you know, take this with a grain of salt. But they were like, they straight up found a gun one time in the, like, you know, where you put your, like, sunglasses in your bags and all that stuff. They were doing the clear for it. They were checking through it. And straight up somebody, they were like, how the fuck did this get here? And how did the person who brought this here forget it on Space Mountain? It's honestly a little unbelievable for me. I don't believe it too much, but jeez, that's what it reminded me of. You meant the magic bullet blender, but the one they made for baby stuff. Oh. Is the baby bullet, kind of not like a slap chop, but it's like oh! I see. It's a blender. It's a little blender. I just missed the slap chop. The slap chop is just, like, iconic. Iconic. It's more like a personal blender. Like, it's like a food processor, right? Food processors are usually pretty small. Yeah. It'd be nice to have one of those, but I have a lot of kitchen equipment that I don't really use. I think I would, if I were to get any kind of kitchen equipment for myself, I would like to get, a stand mixer. I want a really cute stand mixer. I want to make bread, but I don't really have the... I mean, like, you could build up the arm strength to make good bread, but I'm a little lazy. I would love to just sort of make stuff like that in a stand mixer. You have a food presser, just haven't used it yet? I honestly don't. I barely make food these days. I should, like, make more food, because it does make me happier. I like baking stuff. I want to make cookies. I should make, like, big cookies. I should go get M&Ms and make, like, big M&M cookies. I think that would make me really happy. Baking is that's not a guilty pleasure, but it's one of my, like, it's my, like, peaceful mode stuff. I should send you some. I'll send you some digitally. I'll post it on Twitter. If I do end up making some anytime soon, I'll post it on Twitter. We made weed cookies. We had weed chocolate and we made weed cookies recently. I say we, like me and my roommates, and that was fun. I don't think it worked very well, to be honest, but it was sort of a fun experiment. We just kind of put weed chocolate in on top of the chocolate chips. Just print out the picture and eat it. Easy. Oh, this is just pasta. This is pasta. What is this word? This word is gonna bug me. Suffix with a buck. What? Spongy ball brand. I mean, it's a bouncy ball, but, like, I don't know what the brand. I don't know what this name. Oh, it's a Belgian beer. I didn't read it all the way. Stella Artois. I know that one because it's one of the few beers that I can stomach. I feel like my eyes are, like, lagging a little bit today. It's weird. Told? Oh, it is told. So grade? C? Oh. Those are always funny when they make you spell out a letter. It's very silly. Very fancy bottles? Yeah, I'm a fancy lady. I'm a fancy lady. I need to have my beer look like a treat. Honestly, I can't stand most beer. I much more enjoy, like, cocktails and stuff, and really more than anything, and I feel like this is unsurprising, it's just sort of with, like, the personality that I present online. I am very much a lemonade and vodka kind of bitch. Like, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. I like 2-part drinks that are sweet, but, like, not over the top, lots of ingredients, insane. I'm very bad at ordering things at a bar, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I'm gonna get a rum and coke, or I'm gonna get a lemonade and vodka. Like, and they're good. And if you're also, you know, shy about ordering at a bar and you don't know what to do, those are really good options. Musical scale part? I don't know. Bowling alley. Cheers bartender. Isn't his name, like, Norm? Is Norm a different guy? I think Norm must be a different guy. Word with bear or vortex? Book of maps. Space. I don't know anything about music. Oh, it's not. I really don't know anything. Atlas. You guys are so smart. Oh, this is just strong. I just needed that. I needed that top letter, and then I could figure it out. I need it now? Letters? What does that mean? Country singer McCann? I mean, Lila. I was like, I don't know who that person is. Oh, ASAP. I don't know who this person is, but the only LI name that I knew was Lisa or like Liza. Bart Toon. Polar bear. Snap out of it. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Pots and pans. Okay, we should be able to figure these out now, maybe. Nerf! Satire. Aha! Rectangle calculation area. Put in order sort. Okay. Malt. Single malt whiskey. I don't know I don't know singers very well. I'm not in the like demographic for that one. Just read as in barcode scan. Note. Crack a joke. Okay. Spam. Okay. This bottom corner is all that's left, I guess. I would assume this is like I have no choice. Okay. I feel like I should know this. AVI. It's Reebok rival. It's on the tip of my tongue, but also I have 3 out of the 4 letters. I should know what it is. Ears. Corn units. Ears. Rhea? This is Ambien. Nasal! It only took me 40 minutes, but also I was clicking away constantly and talking the whole time. I think, oh wow, it's been like 2 hours. Maybe we'll do the Wordle and we can wrap up for tonight. It's been a really great night. You guys are all so sweet to me. I'm really thankful. Let's end the night with some anime. Okay, we got an A. Let's have an A, put an A in there just to like think of something that has like an A. So, party. Okay, we have an R. Can't be roast. Rolled. Oh, damn it. No names allowed. Row. I'm gonna put a cloud in. I'm gonna put a cloud in to see if I get anything for that. Okay, so we know most of the letters. Roads is good. But though the D is there. I think it's very likely it could be ROA something D.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
Hi, Lonan. You jump scared me. We're doing the Wordle. Welcome on in. And thank you for subscribing. Rosed. It could be that, like... It could also be that, like, it's, like... O-A-R-D? Bored? Bored is a good guess. Okay. Okay. 8 months. Jesus, yeah. I'm coming pretty close to my, like, 1 year anniversary streaming. I went and I checked the day today, like right before stream. My first like serious day of streaming that wasn't like a test stream was April 17th. So it's like that's like a month away. It's a month away. That's crazy. Let's do board. That's it! That's it! Yeah! I got the Wordle! So yeah, like, my 1 year anniversary is coming up really soon. And, honestly, with my medical stuff that's been going on, it kind of looks like it's going to, timing-wise, hopefully match up with a re-debut. Like, that's a good sort of thing to match up with each other, is doing a re-debut on your anniversary. I think a lot of people do that, and I was hoping to have things ready sooner, but medical stuff, you know, taking care of health and everything like that has to come first. And I'm a one-man band, so I'm doing all of it myself, making the rig, making my overlays. I want to do like a storyboard, and I guess the only other thing is like art. I want to commission a bunch of artists, and I have a whole list of people that I need to send requests out to, but I'm shy. I'm a little shy. I'm a little shy to send my requests out, but I'm still looking forward to it. And I'm sure once I send that first like email out, it'll all be good. It'll all be good, and I won't be shy anymore. But yeah, I'm so sorry, Lonan. I normally stream so much later into the night, but since like it's been a rough time for me medically, I'm gonna do a short little stream today, just 2 hours. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find somebody to raid. You guys are all really, really wonderful for hanging out with me today and making me laugh and making me feel loved. I can't thank you guys enough for doing that. It warms my heart. It warms my little heart. Let's you know, because I really want some chill vibes, and I think other people could enjoy some chill vibes. I think I'm just gonna go and raid Critter Vision today. So we can just go and enjoy looking at the funny animals. If they have any funny animals right now, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna open up the stream. Oh, they got some raccoons! They got some raccoons right now! Let's go look at them. I hope you all sleep very well. I hope that... Oh, there's a deer! There's a deer too! I hope you all sleep super well, and that all your dreams come true, and that you stay healthy. Remember to take your meds, and eat your food, and drink your water, and... Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night. And hopefully you see me all again on Thursday. You know, if for whatever reason this is your first time hanging out in here, I got one new follower today. I stream Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. PST. And I really got my fingers crossed hard that I get to have like a nice regular stream on Thursday. So, see you all then! Thanks again, everyone. Good night!